DUNNO. Yeah, the reason I say that is because I actually knew a dude back when I was in high school. I took this calculus class. I sat in the back of the class because I suck at math. And there was this guy next to me. I'm going to call him Rich. I don't know why. I'm going to call him Rich. Actually, there's a reason I'm calling him Rich here. I'll explain that later because there's a story. So this guy, he just had this calculator. He had one of those TI-83s, like the top model of it that you can put video games on. He had like Tetris and Pokemans, and he had a little Call of Duty for the calculator. And he would just sit in the back of the class and play his video games and like chew fucking gum. And the teacher would call on him, and every time he got called on, he would be asked these questions, and he would always respond, I don't know. Like that was just his voice. But the other thing about Rich was that his real name was Rich, but he also liked to be called Fogel. I think that's spelled Fogell. I think it's from a movie. I never really knew. But he would like punch you in the face if you called him Rich because he wanted to be called Fogel. He decided that at like an early age that was his name. It's what I want people to call me. You're going to call me Fogel. All of his friends called him Fogel. No one else did. Like no one else called him Fogel. He got so mad about it. He's like, "Call me Fogel." He would ask his teachers to do it. And they would be like, "Dude, no. Your name is Rich. I'm going to call you that. I'm not going to call you Fogel." What is that from? That's gonna fucking bother me. I never looked it up. I think it's spelled like this. Super bad. It's from Super Bad. Fogel. Oh, go away, Avast. Okay, yeah, I can just imagine reading this quote in Rich's voice. "Where did you hide the alcohol? Up your butt?" Yeah, the other thing about Fogel was, or if you remember that he was I did tell you he was a pissant. He was like a loser. And he did not deserve to be at school because he was like so dumb. Our school is like a private school. It was pretty smart. Most people there were pretty fecal desk. That's the name of this stage. All right, we're gonna play it. I'm gonna finish my story. But the reason this guy was at this school, even though he failed every one of his tests and just sat playing Call of fucking Duty on his calculator in the back of his class, was because his parents were like Bulma Briefs levels of rich. Like every time the principal or the teacher like took this guy back to the principal's office and they were like, "Okay, we need to have a talk. You don't need to be here. You need to be at like a lame public school somewhere." And then his parents would be like, "Oh, but if you keep him here, we'll give you $10,000. So Rich stayed. He was like a parasite that you could not get rid of. But yeah, that's my Fogel story.